Hi, it is Saturday, March 24th, and I've had a good day. Didn't procrastinate today, so got a couple of paintings done on top of doing some more rearranging and labeling at the gallery / studio, so it was pretty good. Yesterday I unfortunately procrastinated the entire day, but I was able to get my studio more organized for both selling, showing, and cleaned out the vault, which is sort of a really neat miniature space. I think it's 6 feet by 5 feet. And I think it used to be a bank vault of some sort. Anyway, so cleaned up that space completely, brought all the shelving and art out of there, and set it up out in the main studio space, so it looks more like a little shop. Also moved some furniture outside so I can have some spring and summer displays. So that was really fun. And so even though I felt guilty about not getting any painting done, I did feel that I accomplished a fair bit. And went and picked up my paint yesterday from that I found at the Restore. So I've got a big can of sort of an acidy green paint that I'm going to paint all my sort of doors and bins and anything that's sort of not a wall. I'll paint in that acidy green to sort of brighten things up. So pick that up. Anyway, so the vault, I'm hoping to turn that into an installation space for the Barrie area. Going to rent it out in 2 weeks or in monthly increments. So I'm thinking $50 for a 2-week installation, $100 for a month installation. So for those artists who are looking for a small space to experiment with their installation concept, that's coming in the near future. All I have to do is really paint the floor, and I think I'm gonna put in one wall support that would allow people to affix things to it, because right now it's sort of a cement concrete wall, and I would assume that they're gonna want to install something in some way. So still have to do a little bit to the space, but it's pretty much empty and ready to go. Also thinking that I have this really bare minimum garden out in front of my shop as well. So I'm thinking, well, I'm going to ask my landlord, but I'd like to turn that into an outdoor installation space, and thinking of calling that Eden, where people could do outdoor installations, whether it be with lights, garden themes, anything that can sort of be stuck into a raised garden. So that one I'm really pumped about, because I'd like to see some movement and action happening down here along Lake Shore, other than inside the doors. And that would be, basically a 24-hour day installation. Not sure if I need to worry about protecting it, but anyway, those semantics will come. I guess first I have to ask my landlord what he thinks. So today I headed in, did a little bit of more cleanup, organization, and then Elena and I popped in our car for about an hour, and we headed out to Anton Mills to take in the Georgian College end of the year show called Antonym, and it's on tomorrow as well. It's a really neat space, and the work is really, really strong for these graduates. So tomorrow, if you want to head out there from noon till 4, all you do is take Bayfield Street North, and then turn left to Anton Mills, and it's on that road on the north side, almost at the end of town. So I highly recommend taking it. It took us about 15 to 20 minutes to get there at top. And the phone number there, if you want better directions than what I just gave you. It's 705-734-9856, and there's 5 artists as part of that show. Kath Adele, her work is really neat, sort of plays with the body, figurative work. So she's combining really interesting materials, slips and stuff juxtaposed against sort of barbed wire that's been coated in pulp, handmade pulp, paper pulp. So really neat. Those sculptures are gorgeous. She's using really vibrant colors there. And then the other artists are Chris Hull, Elizabeth Hewson, Jacqueline Geisberger, and Tanya Lupo. So there's some beautiful portraits on linen. Really neat installation, and I believe I overheard the girl saying that she actually built the entire space and inserted it into a doorway for her installation. So that was cool. And a gorgeous textile piece of a moth. It's called Icarus. And then some digital work as well, which was you know, cool, vibrant colors and things. So anyway, it was a gorgeous show, and I think these graduates are well on their way to continuing their practice. So very exciting work. So anyway, we came back from there, and I actually got out the paintings that I wanted to finish from Museum London. So I got a really nice jump on those. Tomorrow I'll start working into them with oil, and let's do a little bit more acrylic on them, more layering with the glazing, but you know, feel confident that I'll be able to get those done in time. Anyway, being out at the Anton Mill space, I'm actually having a show in there in August, and both Megan and Lana are going to be putting together a fashion show as part of my opening, which you know, I just thought it'd be a fun thing to sort of create an event at the opening and give them a chance to sort of showcase the new designs that they're doing. And so anyway, we're kind of scoping out the space for my exhibition, as well as how we would maybe run their fashion show out of that space. So we came up with some cool ideas. And you know, actually, Alana stopped by at the end of the day at my studio, just sort of throwing back and forth ideas and things. And you know, I told her that you know, I was really wanting to move my work into the 3D, and wanted to, you know, really speak about these fabricated landscapes we're creating with the industrialization of our landscapes, and so the plasticization of our landscapes. So anyway, Elena and I bounced some ideas back and forth, and so I think I had a mental breakthrough today. So I'm pretty excited about that. So I'm going to start mapping that out, and I think I'm going to be relinquishing paint upon working towards that show. So kind of a huge deal. It's a huge risk for me, but you know, I think it's an important step. So oh, we ran into Jill Strap up at Anton Mills. If you don't know Jill Strap, she's actually a really cool woman, and she has a space, a studio/living space above, or right beside Bohemia, really. And she's got this really cool red door if you're on Dunlop Street. Anyway, she used to be a sculptor who I knew, did these really fun whimsical sculptures when we lived in London, Ontario. And we actually both had stores inside Covent Garden Market in London, Ontario. And then she moved to Barrie for some family, to help some family out. So anyway, she was there at Anton Mills, and it was always great to see her. And so she's just launched a website that showcases her. I'm not sure if it showcases both the sculptures and the fashion, but she's all winter sort of been taking courses that'll help her design and manage her own website. So if you want to Google Jill Strap, I believe it's 2 P's, S-T-R-A-P-P, and see what she's up to as a local artist, designer. Anyway, so Jennifer, who's Jennifer? Oh, Jennifer I just wanted to shout out to Jennifer from the Barrie Arts Council. She's I believe their membership coordinator. Anyway, she popped down into my space today, which was really nice. I'd given a talk there last week, so she made the effort to come down and say hello to me with her husband. So thanks for that, Jennifer. And so tomorrow I'm heading to the studio. My husband's doing Around the Bay tomorrow, which is a 30-kilometer run, I believe in Hamilton. So good for him. So I'll be back in my studio tomorrow for the majority of the day. And then I need to head down to Toronto to pick up my work from the eco show that happened at Gallery 1313. So I'm putting a lot of mileage on my car going back and forth to Toronto, but I think I might stop in at Wolfitz again because there were some really great deals on paint. But I guess I don't need that anymore anyway. Anyway, I need to stop spending just because the insurance deal for recording art supplies. So I'm going to say goodnight tonight, but if you want to stop by my studio tomorrow, I should be there till about 3 before I head downtown. And hopefully it's another sunny day tomorrow. Okay, good night everybody.